G'day there. I wanted to have a bit of a look at the step-by-step circuit that Tin Man and Lidmotor and stuff have been playing with recently. So I'll go over the circuit quickly for you here. I've got a NEMA 17 motor and I've shoehorned a fan from a microwave onto the shaft. Down here I have a yoke from a TV cathode ray tube, which I'm using as a bit of a pickup coil of sorts. It's not a very good one, but it does give you an idea of what's there. And that's feeding over to a full bridge rectifier that I made out of 1N4007 diodes, which is filling up this 400 volt 100 microfarad capacitor, the voltage of which is displayed on this meter here. So you can see it's got 0.3 of a volt in it. That's about what that capacitor just picks up on its own. Over here I have a tip 122 transistor, a scope and all sorts of crazy stuff clipped up. It does have a protection diode in place with the anode on the emitter negative side and the cathode on the base. There is quite a bit of a inductive spike there, which I'll demonstrate in a minute. There is some power there to be had if someone wants to tap it off, which I haven't seen yet. Over here I have my two batteries. Under this meter here there's a little pair of 6 volt lab batteries in series as 12 volts. That's my run battery. I don't have a voltage display on that one. That voltage there is this big old car battery of mine, which is pretty long in the tooth. It did about 4 years in my car and no longer starts it well on cold mornings. So I'm seeing what I can do about desulfating it. That other meter down there will be showing the amps draw of the motor when it's running. It's set to the 10 amps range. Now, a couple of first things I noticed with this motor is it's really easy to start in this configuration with the tip 122, and it also has quite an impressive amount of torque. Now, I don't have my charging battery hooked up for charging as of yet. That would be this green clip lead here, which is connected over to my collector and stuff over there. I've got a number of ways to charge here. I've actually see all those LEDs down there? They're all blown up at charging LEDs. Not the best way to run off this. There's just too much power, so I've been having success with the 4007 diode there. I do have LEDs hooked up here, 3 in series, as you can see. We will be blowing them up in a moment. I'll also attempt to blow up a pair in parallel, and just a single one. There's a 1 ohm resistor there. I am intending on taking some amps measurements using an oscilloscope there, but I'm not really expecting that resistor to hold out. I'm going to have to find a higher wattage. There's a couple of potentials there. There's a 4 ohm and a 1000 ohm. So I might be able to do something with one of those. Alright, so let's fire it up. Now this is actually, it runs better when it's in charging mode, but you'll see it is actually quite easy to start. You only have to turn it fairly fast for 2 or 3 little clicks. You can see here there's quite a bit of wind there. It's actually fairly cool. And my scopes come loose. Oops. Okay. So if we have a look at the scope there, it's actually set to 50 volts of division. And so there's a smaller round spike here, which is hitting about 50 volts, which I would assume would be capable of putting some good charge into the battery if it was hooked up. And there's also this larger spike here, which is getting up around between 100 and 200 volts. It varies a bit from spike to spike. So you can see on this meter, the voltage in that capacitor is rising. I did try putting some of these magnets here on my fan blades and using those to drive pickup coils. I've had no luck whatsoever, even with things like this, which I can actually just get to light up in here. I don't know if you can see that with my camera light on. Those LEDs do light up dimly there, mostly just one of them. But I was not able to get that or any action off this pickup coil here, off magnets on the fan blades, although it did make my Gauss meter go crazy. I'll show you what's going on there. Sorry about the dodgy camera work. If you look at this Gauss meter, that's set to low sensitivity. You can see there's quite a bit of activity there, between 30 and 50 milligauss. But if I go around to the behind the pickup coil, next to nothing. That's shielding it off quite nicely and absorbing the energy. And we're up to 4 volts capacitor there, so I'll hook up the charging circuit. Get you in a good spot where you can see everything. It's a bit spread out here. Now, oh yeah, amp draw. Just under 600 milliamps. Now when I hook this up, I'll go for the LEDs first and watch these, they may blow. No, they're not blowing. As you can see, the amp draw goes up a little bit and the RPMs on the motor picks up quite a lot. Those large spikes on the scope have also dropped way down. So now we're at 20 volts of division there. I can adjust that speed with this potentiometer. It's adding resistance to the base, makes it go slower. And as we go faster, something interesting happens. I'll bring you over here. Some less resistance on my meter now, on my potentiometer. There will be another mode momentarily. And that was the end of those LEDs. I think you saw that orange flash there. It's also nearly the end of this potentiometer, so I'll just add a bit of resistance there. And we'll do it again over here. Now, watch both this LED, the protection LED, and if you're looking down here on the potentiometer, you may see some orange as I turn this down. It's actually burning out my pot. Look, wrong way. I think my pot's had it. And something's broken. Quite likely my potentiometer. Let's see if I can cheat. There we go. Now you can see from this blue colour of that LED, that's actually being overdriven quite severely. You can also see some really large spikes on this scope. That's at 50 volts of division. And you'll notice the waveform's changed a bit too. That's not sitting right in the pickup coil. This coil needs to be pretty precise. There we go. And that just destroys LEDs. We'll try it up. Tries that. Sorry about that, my memory card filled up, I had to delete some stuff. Alright, so I've got it stopped again for a minute. I did find out that my pot is still reasonable on the other side, although I've got it in bypass at the moment. I'm going to finish destroying that pot for you in a moment. Why am I destroying a perfectly good pot, you ask? Well, I probably shouldn't, but it was already damaged, and I was actually a bit worried that I was running low on pots. Then one of my neighbours dropped this off. It actually still works, but a lot of the levers are broken off, so lots of sliding potentiometers in there for me. So I don't mind destroying this one that I pulled out of a radio, which used to be a volume control. Now, so over here I've got some fresh LEDs hooked up. The pile down there has grown, I've blown out ones. And we're in bypass mode, no resistance on the base. So let's start her up. As you can see, LED's not liking it, protection LED. I do have the 4007 diode charging the battery. You can see the battery charge increasing. Alright, I'll just take that off. So you can see it does charge the battery through that diode. You may also notice sparks. Now, watch this one. No more LEDs. And if I just stop this motor, and start again, those LEDs will never work again. Okay, battery's not charging, take it off there, put on that, battery charging. Notice my amp draw is getting pretty high now. And I'm amazed that that little LED hasn't died yet. I have checked on the scope, there is a bit of power across that base there. Definitely worth trying to harvest that. Now, something else I just want to show, oops, lost my base connection. What I wanted to show was that when the charging of the second 12 volt battery is happening, there's no power to be harvested off this pickup coil here. So, I'll put the pot back into regular mode. Alright, so that's running in really good charging power. Efficiency's not terrible. Motor's spinning really nicely, and hopefully, yep, we can see that there is no charge, or very little charge going into that capacitor. I will disconnect the charging battery now. And if I get the pickup coil in the right spot, there we go. You can see it charging. You can also hear the change in pitch. Put that back on, and that capacitor will slowly drain out again. Now, the other thing that I was quite surprised about with this motor is the amount of torque it has. Actually winding up the cords around the base. I'll get this guy out of the way. That takes quite a lot of stopping and not a lot of starting. Okay, there's a lot of power. Not your standard pulse. So yeah, that's most of what I wanted to show. I'm going to swap transistors over to a tip 31 and show you how I can get 1000 volts off 6 volt input power. So I'll be back with that with a second video a little bit later. Thanks for watching.